Just because your visa is valid for 10 years doesn't mean you can stay for 10 years. Let me explain before you make a big mistake. Hey travel lovers! I'm your go-to travel and visa guide, here to help you navigate the sometimes confusing world of U.S. travel documents. Today, let's clear up a huge misconception that could get you in trouble if you're not careful. The difference between a B1 to B2 visa's validity and the duration of stay you're actually allowed in the United States. Trust me, these two things are not the same, and understanding the difference could save you a lot of stress, headaches, and even future visa problems. So what does visa validity mean? Simply put, the validity of your B1, B2 visa is the span of time during which the visa is good for travel. For most travelers, that's a whopping 10 years. That means, as long as your visa is unexpired and in good condition, you can use it to seek entry into the United States at any time within that decade, as often as you need, whether it's for business, tourism, or both. For example, if your B1 or B2 visa was issued in 2020 and it says it expires in 2030, you can continue to use it for multiple trips to the US all the way until that expiration date. No need to reapply every year or every visit, as long as you haven't violated any visa rules or overstayed in the past. But, and this is where many people slip up, visa validity is not the same as how long you can actually stay inside the US each time you visit. Let's talk about duration of stay. This is a completely different concept. When you arrive at a US port of entry, the Customs and Border Protection (CBP) officer decides how long you may remain in the country on that trip. For most B1, B2 travelers, the maximum permitted stay is up to 6 months per visit. However, and this is important, the officer could grant less time if they feel it's appropriate for your travel purpose. They'll stamp your passport and record your authorized duration electronically on a document called the I-94. Here's a crucial pro tip. After you arrive in the U.S., always check your I-94 record online at i94.cbphs.gov. This will show your exact admit until date. Don't assume the officer wrote 6 months by default. One of the most common and dangerous mistakes visitors make is confusing the two timelines. Some travelers think, my visa says it's good for 10 years, so I can stay in the U.S. for 10 years if I want. Absolutely not. Overstaying, even by just a day, can have serious consequences. It can affect your ability to visit the U.S. in the future, or even result in bans and removal proceedings. So how do you stay on the right side of the rules? Always respect the duration of stay assigned on your I-94, not the expiration date on your physical visa. If you want to extend your stay, only do so in genuine emergencies and always through the proper immigration channels, never just by staying longer without permission. And make sure to leave the country before or on the date indicated on your I-94 record. Another great tip: build and maintain a travel history that shows you respect U.S. visa rules. Frequent visits are allowed, but short, rule-abiding stays look better to immigration officers in the long run than pushing limits or racking up overstays. If you keep these tips in mind, leave the U.S. before your stay expires, don't extend unless it's truly necessary, and maintain a clean travel record, you'll avoid the stress, heartache, and consequences of visa trouble. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and drop a travel emoji in the comments if you're planning your next U.S. adventure. Don't forget to subscribe for more weekly tips on visas and smart, stress-free travel. Safe travels, and see you on your next journey.